Hey guys, Levi from the Rag Company, and welcome back to DETALKS. With me, Mr. Yvan Lacroix. What's happening, buddy? How are you?
Great. Happy to be back in Boise.
It's nice having you back.
Thank you.
Nice. It's fun because we got the bus here.
Yes.
And we got to wash the Jeep the other day, which was very nice.
Right, so. And I'm waiting for Wash Wednesday for the bus. But
we'll figure that one out.
I'm working on it. Anthony is a little hesitant.
Well, he's scared of big things.
He did a horse.
You never know. He's a strange fellow, that guy, and what he likes and what he doesn't. But yeah. I'll help you wash the bus if you need. That's not a problem. So
thanks.
So we've been doing this for almost 4 years now.
Yeah.
And this is, when people first met you, it was Yvan from Optimum.
Right.
Now you are a brand ambassador for a couple different brands.
Exactly.
And you're still doing trainings. You're still hosting trainings around the country.
Definitely, yeah.
So for a long time, let's say people felt like, maybe you were a trainer for a company. This time, you're a trainer for a detailer.
Yeah, the training has changed a little bit. It's not product focused. And the industry has changed a lot as well over those years.
Yeah.
So what detailers are looking for in terms of training has really changed. And it's changed, it's moved actually to what I'm doing, which is nice. It used to be technical training.
Right.
You'd go to MTE.
Right.
And I've been going to MTE for almost 20 years. And when I started doing seminars at MTE, I'd be doing a seminar on the business of detailing, and I'd have 5 people in the room.
Right.
Someone else would do a seminar on how to jewel paint with 28 different steps, and the room would be standing room only.
Right.
Now it's the other way around. So detailers are becoming entrepreneurs. They're going up the alphabetical scale from D to E. So they're getting away from being detailers and being more entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with maybe the advent of information for detail shops and the fact that we've become more connected as a whole, as an industry.
Yeah.
Where previously, it was, I've got the secret sauce. Nobody does better details than me in my town.
Yeah.
And I'm just comfortable and happy with what I have.
Right.
Where now detail shops are being able to expand in their services available and going, I'm no longer just a guy who washes and polishes cars. I'm a guy that can, or girl, that can offer repair services in leather and upholstery and vinyl.
Yeah.
I can there's some folks that are doing stereo installs on top of their detailing. They're doing PPF, they're doing full coatings. And in some instances, there are paint shops starting to open up, or selling paint and chemicals. And there's all kinds of different, people are figuring out what they can add to their service list and create this bigger company that is now a company, not just a shop that one or two guys works in and they polish cars.
Yeah, it's not just Joe and Jane in their garage doing details. We've taken it from, and the coating industry has a lot to do with this, but the advent of coatings have made us go from selling $150 to a $300 detail to selling a $1,500 to $3,000 detail.
Yeah. So
it's forced the industry to actually become more professional. And the IDA has had a big part of that as well. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, if you're not a member of the IDA, please become a member of the IDA. It's going to help you. Trust us.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. And it's good for the industry as a whole. And if you're asking the question, what is the IDA going to do for me? Absolutely nothing. It's what you can do for the IDA. But apart from that, that is a big shift in the industry. People are seeing numbers that are, how can I put it? They're business owner numbers now.
Yes.
It's not a craftsperson eking out a living. It's they're corporations now. They're businesses.
and they're getting to a point where the detailers or the detail shop owners are starting to make enough money that they're able to invest in other avenues.
Exactly.
And I see a lot of detailers that are taking their money and investing in something else, where maybe it's real estate, maybe it's another business, maybe it's something along the lines of like, Justin Lobato did it. Like he became a part owner in a restaurant bar in his area, in his neighborhood.
Exactly.
And that is now, he's not just a detailer, and now he's building another business that is a storefront.
Right.
And it's like now he runs 3 businesses, which makes him an entrepreneur. It's a totally different mentality for a lot of these guys. And I think a lot of them, as they go, they've started learning. Or you see, we have a friend of ours that he's going to business school, and part of his business plan that he was creating for working on his business degree was a detail shop. That was the basic way he developed something, because it was something he liked doing. Now he's treating that as a business, and he's got all the numbers. So he's getting very smart on the business aspect of it.
Exactly.
And a lot of detailers used to never do that. We were always almost like a lower class citizen for a long time.
Yeah.
And now it's becoming something where we're not just car wash. We're not glorified car washers anymore.
And one thing I teach in my trainings, a lot of my training is business oriented. So yes, I'm teaching how to use the tool, how to be more ergonomic, all those things, and how to be more efficient.
Yeah.
But it's always relating to how to build a business and how to make this a profitable, long-term, sellable business.
Which you've done.
Yeah.
You're able to franchise your shop.
Right.
Your shop structure.
Exactly.
And create a franchise system.
Right.
In which other people could then come in and purchase a franchise, and you had a full SOP and everything that was needed and necessary for people to succeed. And you offered a lot of different services.
Yeah, we were basically everything but mechanical. I just didn't like getting my hands dirty. But everything that we offered and we did, when I started, my last company that I started was in 2003.
Yeah.
So that's the one that we franchised and everything. But I built it as a corporation from day one. It wasn't by accident. It wasn't it's growing naturally. No, it has a plan. It had a planned growth. It was designed that way. It was meant to be franchised. It was meant to be scaled up, and it was meant to be sold.
Right.
Which is something that a lot of people neglect. Is they're great at doing what they do, but when we get to a certain age, polishing a car isn't that fun anymore.
Yeah, and we're also getting to an age where we're finally to that age where there weren't a lot of old detailers.
No.
And now there are getting to be older detailers.
Right.
And
if you look back at the original DETALKS that we did, I had a little more brown hair in the beard.
Yeah.
And you didn't have any white hair in your beard.
I did not. No, I did.
Exactly. So, we're getting older and hopefully getting wiser. And part of what I do in the training is try to share that with the younger detailers is, look, you're young now. Yes, you can polish for 20 hours a day and get up the next day and be raring to go again. You won't be able to do that for your whole life.
Right.
So set yourself up as an entrepreneur. Set yourself up to run a business. Set yourself up that you're not working 60 and 80 hours a week.
Well, and set yourself up with that goal in mind. And like you said, a lot of detail shops I know haven't ever thought of making their businesses sellable to somebody else.
No.
So make it to start design, build your shop, set it up so that there's the potential that perhaps you could sell it to one of your employees.
Yes.
Perhaps you could sell it to somebody who's looking to start a business, and you can go, look, I've got a turnkey business that is ready to go.
Yeah.
That will make you this much money, has this many client list, this has all this. This is what it's guaranteed to do for you.
Exactly.
And a lot of guys and gals neglect that. They just do not, they've never thought of that. It's just, this is my job. This is what I've created this business.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing.
Yeah, they've created a job. They haven't created a business.
Right.
And again, the training side of things has evolved a lot as well. The pure mechanical detailing training has its place, but I think it's going away. Not going away 100%, but people are interested in the trainings when you have that business aspect to it.
True.
And when I advertise my trainings, yes, we talk about the polishing and using a rotary and using a DA and interiors and tips and tricks and all that. I use that to draw people in.
Right.
Then when they're at the training, yes, I'm showing them how to use a DA, how to use a rotary, and all those wonderful things, and how to save time and how to be more efficient and increase their quality, but always with the focus on the business. And a lot of the comments that I get after the training is, I came for this, but I came away with this.
Yeah.
They came for, I want to learn how to use a rotary. I want to learn how to wet sand. They came away with, wow, I'm now going to be building a business.
Yeah.
And that's the whole focus of it. And that's the whole focus of, other people in the industry as well. If we take Rennie Doyle's training, Rennie's training is the same way. He builds people into entrepreneurs.
He does, and he does a good job of it.
Yeah.
And that's always the thing is I always had folks that would email and write and say, hey, I want to take a training. Which do you recommend? Yeah. And I'd say, well, depends on what you want, but there's a number of trainings around the country from different people. Yeah. What are you looking to do? And if they're like, well, I need to get faster, I need to get quicker, I need to learn how to do this. Oh, well, this training is good for you. Yeah. I need to figure out this, and this, how to run employees, how to handle, basic stuff. Well, then you should probably look into these issues. If they're like, I just started a shop and I don't really know what I'm going to do, then it's like, you need a lot more than that. And you need to hit this type of training. And right. So I think there is a market for all these different versions of everything. And every training is a good training. There's not a bad training out there. Oh, and I still learn from everything. I learn every time I teach. We were just at the Serum Summit together. Yeah. So not only Mobile Tech, where you can learn from tons of folks. Yeah. But then we went to the Serum Summit, and it was neat to be able to sit in visit with some of the other people and listen to some of the talks. Yeah. And go, I never knew that. Oh my gosh, it's amazing that even in my realm at 23 years plus in detailing, I still learn every day. I still learn stuff. Yeah. Still learn things that people can talk about. Yeah. And I think it's one of the great things of being a detailer is that you should always be open and ready to hear all this new stuff because you don't know how it's going to benefit you. No, and our industry is changing so quickly, so rapidly. And, the internet has a lot to do with it. The internet, I always say the good, the bad, and the internet. Yeah. So it's a good point. There's a lot of good things. There's some negative aspects to it, but use it, exploit it, make it part of your business to spend an hour online every day to learn. Yeah. Because there's a lot of information there. Some of it, questionable. But in general, there's a lot of great information, and you can always learn. Yeah. I've been in the industry almost 40 years now. I still learn every day. Yeah. And the day I stop learning is the day that I'm going to be 6 feet under in a pine box. Hopefully that comes in a long time and not like in a short time. I'm working on that. But, trying to stay healthy and all that, even though I had a piece of cheesecake a little while ago. That's all right. But yeah, it was great cheesecake. Happy birthday. So Marla? Yes. Yes, okay, Marla's birthday. So there's so many people here at the rag company. Every time I come, they've added like 5 people. And we're a growing company. And another warehouse. Yeah. So but nonetheless, the industry is evolving, the industry is changing, and we need to keep up with it. Those that aren't keeping up, those that aren't taking trainings on a regular basis, I train people and I still take trainings. You train people, you still take trainings. Mm-hmm. It's an important part of what we do. You never will know 100% of this industry. And you won't. No, it's impossible. And the industry, what you know this minute, changes the next minute. And it's always evolving, always growing. And it's something I try to incorporate in my trainings as well, is that
industry change and how can
Be
we
ready for it. Be accepting of it.
Be accepting of it, but also be looking for it too.
Right.
You know, there are new products, new techniques, new chemicals that are always showing up that some of them it's like, okay, this was rehashed from the 1970s and they're just bringing it back. But other things are like, whoa, this actually is new.
Yeah.
And incorporating that one chemical, incorporating that one tool might save you 10 minutes per detail.
Yeah.
Or might save you a half an hour per detail. And even if it only saves you 1 minute per detail.
There you go.
In a shop like ours that we did 20 cars a day,
yeah, that counts as money.
That's 100 minutes a week.
Yeah, words to live by. So, Yvan, thank you for coming, man.
My
I
pleasure,
appreciate it.
as always.
Thank you. As if you guys want to learn more, you want to check out Yvan Lacroix, you can check him out on Instagram, on Facebook. You can even see his bus cruising around the Lacroix Cruiser.
Yes.
And see what him and his wife Sylvia are up to. As always, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. For more videos, stay tuned right here at the Rag Company YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.